Lords and ladies, welcome back to MyStreet 5 years later with your host, Jacob Butter. It's been a while since I actually heard my own theme song. I can't even do that. Anyways, 1 month later, the Butter speaking. Welcome back to MyStreet 5 years later. Hold on. Do I sound a bit far away to everyone? Do I sound like I'm far away from my microphone? Oh, well, let me fix that. That's right. The arm is back. Well, it's not back, actually. I've had the exact same one. Well, not, sorry. Opposite. I have a different one now. That's what I meant to say. My word. Yes, so the arm has returned, and hold on a second. Are there 3 people watching me on Facebook Live now? I never get Facebook Live actual viewers, so welcome to those people. And one of them just left, possibly out of the embarrassment of using Facebook Live. I'm joking. I jest. Well, I suppose, welcome back to MyStreet 5 years later. In case the people watching the Facebook Live happen to be new, I guess, this is where I take an episode of MyStreet, the series, whenever it turns 5 years old, and review it to see how well it stood up to the test of time. So, there we go. And hopefully, having this microphone upside down is not going to be distracting. I tested it before, actually. You were sending some lines, so it should be all right. Anyways, today we are looking at, yes, straight from YouTube to your heart. That is correct. Okay, so today we're looking at Starlight episode 28, which is to say, we're engaged. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized the reason why people might have clicked on this video. If they see a stream of mine that says we're engaged with no context, that might come across as if I've got some life update news. If that's the case, I apologize for deceiving people. You may now proceed to leave and continue with your lives if that was what you were expecting. No, We're Engaged is the title of the episode that we're going to be reviewing today. I hope that clarifies that. So excited to see. Could you imagine if I just did that to her? Just announce our engagement on Facebook. And then she's like, wait, what? What's happening here? Oh my word. Dude, should I be so fortunate for that to actually happen in the future, I will plan it out way better than that. Anyways, let's get on with the actual episode now, which again is called We're Engaged. And we shall see the actual people who got engaged, the characters in the show. So without further distraction, on with the reaction. Oh, wait a minute, hold on a second. Actually, there is one more thing. Ghosty is supposed to be here at the but she had to leave right before we started, so I will do that. So yeah, I'll just put her in, and then when she comes back, then we'll be fine. Okay, now let's go.
From YouTube to your heart, these Starlight shirts are wonderful.
Oh, there you are. Okay, just didn't see you because your camera.
Yeah, for some reason it just straight up broken now. I can't turn it on anymore.
Okay. Oh look, all the Facebook Live people have gone now.
Good. They just want to see Jacob. I guess I'll leave. Oh no. Goodbye.
Don't worry, there is no way that Monet is joining any of these streams. You know what? Just to test that theory, there's her invite. See if she picked up. I guarantee she won't.
We got camera working. Why is it so small?
That's because your camera's in 4:3, I'm pretty sure. Look, see? It doesn't have the same border.
That's because it's a laptop camera, so it has to be small.
Well, I'm using a laptop camera. Mine's still 16:9.
How the shit do you... Okay, I'll figure that out later.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, that's why you always appeared smaller. I think all of you. Oh wow, look at that. Natasha's back.
Woo, I have a brush.
1. I think. Okay, there we go. Sorry, you had a question?
What?
I thought you said you had a question.
No, I said I had a brush, as in I was going to brush my hair to make it not look like I just crawled out of a dumpster.
I see.
No,
I was gonna make another Weird Al Yankovic joke, but actually, I recently saw that Weird Al Yankovic has posted on his channel a trailer to his biopic today. Or bias, yeah, I think it is today. Yes, we're recording on September 9th, by the way. So I don't know. There we go.
By the way, have you guys still noticed that you're doing the echo?
I did not. You see, no one tells me things until it's too late, so yeah.
I thought you were doing it for a bit, to be honest.
No, that just happens sometimes. The bit that I did before actually was where I said, "Oh, is my microphone too far away?" Oh, okay, well let's bring it down. That was the bit that I did before.
That was the bit. I also have a drink. It is another energy drink. A ton surprising.
Okay, good luck Levi drinking out of that. That's going to be a difficult thing
Oh,
later.
don't worry. It'll be just like Levi drinking out of the bottle. I'll probably spit it out on the floor again.
Well, that was fun. Okay, now, without further distraction, on with the reaction.
You'll never forget, as summer memories last forever. Be sure to check them out in the description down below.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that these summer memories will last in with the characters forever. Unless the name's Aaron.
Hope you enjoyed the show. Bye!
Isn't this how
You're
we opened the
there.
last episode?
This is a lot harder than it looks.
Trust me, you're close. I can feel it.
I can do this!
All I can think of now is Markiplier going, "You close? You close?" It's like tapping the corn bottle.
Ready?
Or the corn bottle. Corn
3,
can tin there.
2,
1.
1. You did it!
I did it! I did it! I freaking did it! Did you see that? Where did they go? Oh, they're away because I put them away.
Hey, look at that. You know what? She's actually lasted longer than Daniel, because when Daniel did the exact same thing, I think he sneezed and they just came back out again.
Babe?
Just kidding. Okay, I'm not kidding.
Don't joke around with that. What is wrong with you?
Oh, don't worry. There are worse jokes.
Yeah, but he's been like suffering in pain. Look, he's been seeing her suffer in pain the whole time, and dragged her up onto a mountain. He's gonna get worse.
Out of breath?
Yeah. Really tired.
Also,
I don't blame you.
what
It's
I
been a few
say-
days.
Zayn, Kawaii-chan, everyone's cover for coming to Starlight in secret was, going camping for the summer. Meanwhile, look back to now, and here are Aaron and Aphmau camping.
Yeah, the people who didn't need the cover are the ones using the cover. That is good.
Wait, how many days has it been?
3 days. You're terrible with time.
Well,
Honestly,
It's not
for
her
us-
fault. You've been on this hill for 3 episodes.
it doesn't seem like
Honest-
it. Time flies when you're learning to hide your ears.
You've been on the
You think
hill for
anyone
3
is worried-
episodes, but for us, it's only been 72 hours.
I mean, that's still 3 days.
About us?
Melissa and Kawaii-chan have probably been waiting in our room since we ditched them. Zane has probably been calling you nonstop for girl advice. Caitlin most likely thinks I stole you
Hey, no, Zane's been doing it on his own. He's fine now.
off the island. And your mom probably called the police and sent out a search party with Eric at the helm.
Aaron, I'm serious.
Yeah, you wouldn't want law enforcement coming after you two, would you?
I'm kidding! Why would they be? We're adults! We sent them text messages letting them know we want to be alone.
I know, but the way everyone overreacts... I mean, we turn off our phones because we wanted privacy, so I can at least hope that they respect that. Do you really think Zane has been calling me for advice?
That's what happens when the two most normal people start dating.
Maybe I should just turn on my phone for like 1 1 second.
Babe, you promised.
I know. But
You have 192 unread messages.
what do we do if they ask us what we've been doing up here?
We're just camping. You're overthinking this too much.
I'm just excited and worried and maybe sick. I'm just emotional.
It has been really funny to watch you squeal when I call you my fiance.
Stop it! Huh. So,
I reckon a bunch of the fangirls would have screamed at the same time as well.
how long do you think we should wait until we go back?
Well, if you can keep your ears hidden until morning, then it's safe to say you'll be okay for a while. We could head back first thing.
Awesome!
Is something wrong?
I don't know. I guess I'm still just kinda embarrassed about my, you know,
Babe, they look beautiful.
I don't know. They're
They're
small
small.
and stumpy.
A perfect match.
But not
Wow.
only that, they're like, you know.
You know, if they bother you that much, I think I may have an idea to help you feel better about them.
Really? What?
Nuh-uh. You gotta keep them down until we get to the house tomorrow. Then I'll tell you.
I can do that. I'll keep them down for like a week. No problem.
That does make me wonder, like, how much effort does it actually take? How much energy does duels expend doing that?
Where
I guess
did
they have
it
naturally
used
more, but...
go, by the way?
Hmm?
It's like a hole in this.
So,
Oh, hold on, there we go. Where did it go, by the way? Is there like a hole in her skull that they retreat in and out from? I just kind of imagine that they were like fold in or something like that to like inside her hair. Or like I think all the whales we've seen so far have like covered up hair over where their human ears would be if they had human ears, so maybe that's how they do it. Or because they're at the top, they just like flop down or something like that. I don't know.
I was thinking about the wedding. Did you have any thoughts on where you'd like to have it?
Well, there are a few places in Phoenix Drop we could have it. If only the high school wasn't closed.
Ah, yes. The most romantic of all places. Your high school.
I was also thinking maybe Falcon Claw. I mean, my dad has a place in the mountains and it has a great view.
Yeah, the last time I went to one of your dad's places, it didn't end up so well. Let's discard that one.
We could also do it at the campus.
FCIT? Had the quad? I remember.
FCIT, was that meant to be like the name they were going to use for the Falcon University when it came out later? I think this was like a month before, actually. So, yeah. We're going to get to that soon, by the way.
FCIT, wouldn't it be Falcon Claw Institute at that point?
Well, I think it's Institute of Technology, from what I can gather from American university names.
Maybe?
I guess maybe
Cool.
Falcon University was the shorter title for the season, so they could they could fit it in properly. I guess. But this is where Phoenix Drop is where Aaron's first boss fight happened. Mega special. Oh yeah. Nothing like being reminded of your first boss fight, considering how many fights you get. So considering how many fights that Aaron got into over his time at Phoenix Drop High, and also after Phoenix Drop High, in Phoenix Drop High. I guess for a werewolf that's kind of special, but then again, Aaron's not like the other werewolves, so who knows?
That was absolutely beautiful. Maybe everyone from college could come. That would be nice.
Yes, it would be, but I guess that would be like, oh yeah, everyone at the end of the series coming in invited to the wedding as like all a bunch of cameos for the end of the show. Of course, it does seem weird from the fact that like maybe everyone from college can come. You know, a spin-off that we haven't actually announced yet.
If you want to. We could look at some places there when we get back home. First, though, we've got to think about how we're going to tell everyone we're engaged.
Are you ready for Kawaii-chan to explode?
If she does, I hope she explodes in the candy.
I mean, Kawaii-chan definitely was blown to candy. Melissa, I'm not so sure, but Kawaii-chan, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm
I
Kawaii-chan
think
is a
Melissa would
piñata.
explode into puppies.
Well, she did want a bunch of puppies, so there you go.
Well, I mean, she is colorful like one.
She sure is. How are our parents going to react?
I mean, if this was a few years ago, your mum would have exploded into just a ball of fury. But now she'll be fine with it. As for Aaron's parents, I imagine, I can't remember how it goes down actually, but I'm gonna predict that Rachel will just like, I am so very happy for you, Aaron, and you, Aphmau. Now, if you'll excuse me, and then we'll start squealing in the other room. Derek, I don't even know how he processes emotions, so who knows?
I think that's something we can find out tomorrow. Come on, let's get some sleep.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall.
The local looks even better over the night sky than over the day. I think at least.
Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So
Okay. Nice musical transition
morning,
with the padding
Zane.
knot.
I like the musical transition.
Gareth?
Morning, Kawaii-chan! Morning!
So, we're having breakfast!
Yeah. You can serve
Oh, there's pancakes on the table. Someone else left pancakes up for Kawaii-chan for once.
yourself. The food is over there. All you need to do is grab a few dishes, and
I got it!
grab dishes, not kisses.
Right!
Yes,
I
we
won't
know,
screw
Zane, it was
around!
a slip.
I mean, screw it up! I'll take it slow!
Alright, I'll remember what.
Good.
Wait. Oh. Even when Zane is angry, he's still polite to Kawaii-chan.
Yeah, again, that does show his growth over the series, you know. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he's been exceptionally mean to Kawaii-chan in earlier seasons. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, honestly, like the way that went down, it was pretty intense last episode where we actually left off. And now, of course, honestly, this might be one of the. It's going to be some weird to say this because but I think this might be so far one of the cringiest scenes, but not cringy as in like, ew, Aphmau's so cringy, no, not that kind of thing. I mean like actual proper discomfort, but intended to be so, I think.
Darn it! I swear Aaron and Aphmau better pick up their phones soon. I need to know what they're doing!
They're camping. Shush.
Huh? Kawaii-chan?
Yes?
Why did Melissa sound surprised to see her? Kawaii-chan? What are you doing here, fellow resident of this house?
Whoa, a little jumpy there, huh?
No!
Okay, you're a little off. Chill out, girl. You look like you just got caught cheating on your boyfriend with his brother.
What?
Huh? Are you all okay? You're all acting weird.
Melissa, maybe I can help you get a hold of Aaron and Aphmau. Come on, let's go outside and talk.
What? Acting so weird.
I don't think I just say anything about that. Speak for yourself.
Zane, we need to talk about this. At least until we're comfortable around each other again. Agreed. I don't want to let this slide by.
Well, it wasn't Gara's fault. I mean, okay. Okay, he should have like left someone's name, but again, it's Kawaii-chan who just grabbed him and started making out with the first person that came by without
what
checking
if
to
it-
see who it was.
It would be funny if, like, a total stranger, she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm expecting someone else."
You know something? I actually think that would have been way funnier because that would mean that instead of Zane coming along, it would have been Gareth who would be next because he'd be like walking towards the place. You could even do like some clever camera tricks or something, like looking at like the person's legs as they walk across to the area, Kawaii-chan preparing, and then the moment when it's like the person like, he's here, and then like grabs whoever it is, and it turns out it's just somebody wearing the exact same shorts as Gareth was. And it's like a complete subversion because everyone's expecting the setup of, oh wow, Gareth wants to thinks he's being invited to make out with somebody. Kawaii-chan has invited somebody to make out, but hasn't that person doesn't receive the message
Yeah.
yet. What's going to
And
happen? It's obvious what's going to happen. But if you actually did that other thing, it would have been a major surprise. It's like, oh wow, okay, I did not see that coming.
Also, if you think about it from a story perspective, it's like Gareth might have to keep a secret from his brother.
True. That's true. And actually, they could play that seriously for once because the last time they did a we must be honest and own up to seeing that having someone caught cheating was actually back in season 3 when we had the Mystic Messenger episode.
Yeah.
And that, of course, was, just a dumb dating sim thing. So it's a huge difference to confirmed visual happening.
Let's talk in our room.
Kawaii-chan! Why couldn't we just go to the living?
Why was she like patting the floor as they was talking to Melissa? It's like, Melissa, okay, right, what's the terrain look like? Okay, good, I can talk to you, I can confess.
I can just imagine, like, Kawaii-chan being like, "Hold on, Melissa, I dropped my contact."
It's like, Kawaii-chan, you don't wear contacts, you use binoculars to spy on people at most.
Living room.
Because it was getting very, hot inside!
It's hotter outside.
Is it? Whoops, my bad! I'll go and get us some ice
You
cream!
wanna know what
I
I
need to
just
get away
told
from that
myself about?
awkwardness!
Hmm?
In the Aphmau Bridge series,
Aphmau's what series, sorry?
Aphmau Bridge series,
Yeah, go on. What would you say in Aphmau Bridge series?
that would be a trip.
I see.
It would be a lot of fun to do, honestly.
Oh yeah, just like the whole thing over. Yeah, I've gone back and forth on that. In fact, I actually looked up MyStreet Bridge one time, and I saw that some people were actually planning to work on it, but weirdly enough, they were actually like rebuilding the show from the ground up. Apparently, well, I mean, they never even released the first episode. But like, oh, here's the cast of MyStreet Abridged, and here's who's playing who and stuff, and we're all in our characters in the same map and blah blah blah. So yeah, I don't know.
Huh? What was that about?
But that would be fun to do at MyStreet Abridged.
Aaron? Hello?
Also, I like how, fucking get more ringtones, babe.
By the way, actually, I've remembered I have a script for the first episode of Ultra Nova Bridge, which I recorded a long time ago. I have to see if I still have the audio for that because I've saved all the files, I think, somewhere.
Honestly, if you want me to edit that together, I can. I
will send the lines that I have then. Well, I mean, I'll show you the script as well because that's just not fair. But
Yeah, just send me the script and lines. To be honest, I've been in a slump when it comes to creative lately. That's because for the last few days, when I couldn't appear in the last stream, I was sorting out some drama between a group of friends.
I see.
That was a trip through hell.
I can imagine. Yeah, I've been in that situation many times where it just falls to me to solve people's abuse. Like, I'm not even talking about recently. That's just been a role I've had my entire life. I remember when my two best friends, when I was in Spain, my two best friends at the time hated each other's guts. And so, of course, they were both trying to get me to spend time with each of them, but not each other. That was a really fun time.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here. I won't say what happened specifically, but basically, friend A was avoiding friend B because friend B accidentally did something that made friend A uncomfortable. However, friend A didn't approach friend B about this, and instead was being super duper weird about it. So,
as if friend A just decided that, you must assume that friend B knew exactly what they were doing, even though, friend B can't read minds, so mistakes are going to happen, I guess.
So when friend B got angry and understandably, left friend A to their own devices by blocking them on Discord, after sending them a rather...
friend B already, that seems somewhat redundant if they're not trying to interact with each other.
Yeah, it does seem redundant. But they've been friends for years. So I looked into... after the blocking happened, friend A went to their girlfriend and a bunch of other friends and then tried to demonize friend B. To the point where a lot of people believed that they were a horrible, angry person all the time.
Okay. Seems strange that someone would believe that so readily if they also know friend B, and what they would have been like for some time. Okay, well, did it end up getting resolved in the end?
No!
Oh, great.
I'm still doing that.
By the way, can I just say, I love what you said before. It's like, I've been feeling in a slump creatively. I'm going to make an abridged series. That's like a subtle, that's like a huge jab at any abridged series.
Yeah, I've been in a creative slump because I've been so busy trying to keep this friend group together with spit and duct tape that I haven't had time to pursue anything creative.
I see. Okay, I will send you the script afterwards. I'm very hungry, so I probably won't stay to go over it, but I will send it to you.
Oh, hey, Dad. You need to talk about what? All right. I'm coming up to your room now.
That's not mysterious at all.
No, of course not. If this was a crime drama, that would have been the last phone call Jack ever made, and you'd find his body when she goes up. That's usually how it goes in crime dramas, but fortunately, different medium.
We're not a crime drama yet.
Yeah, you literally dodged a bullet there, Derek.
I know that's you, Travis.
Ouch! You got me. I give
close.
This. Oh, I'm sorry.
Again, no one's looking when they direct stuff at people. First Kawaii-chan with a kiss, and now Lucinda with an incinerating spell. Again, what if this was the perfect stranger?
Also, I was about to say, hello, older man looking at a younger woman.
He was just approaching her. I don't actually know how long he's been there.
I didn't realize. I thought you were someone else.
Friend of yours. Jeez, you really go all out for them.
I thought you were my friend Travis. He's just super... you just kind of sound like him.
See, look how far he is away from her. Like, Terry was walking up from at a distance. He was barely in her vicinity.
And you kind of look like him, too.
Yes, and you have his same aura. It's so familiar, almost like I felt it before.
Travis. That sounds like a great name for a totally handsome man to give his son.
Excuse me.
Just a joke. Let me introduce myself. I'm Terrence. I'm actually Travis's father.
Oh, so he was a perfect stranger.
you are Travis's dad. Travis Valkrum.
You know, that's the first time I've heard anyone use Travis's last name in the actual series, but it was confirmed on the wiki years before this happened. Or well, at least I don't know about years, maybe at least months before, because when I was researching the truth about Travis, I actually came across that last name. Apparently, it was spelled differently in diaries. It was spelled with a K in diaries and a C in MyStreet.
Where did you get that book?
I got it from the library. Nothing special.
Lying doesn't look good on you.
Either way, it looks really cool. I gotta go. Dante and I have a movie we're gonna see. See you, Lucinda.
What was that? Travis's father.
Sure am. Though you can.
Why does she remember that memory specifically when talking about Travis's father? I don't think it got mentioned in that scene. Except maybe I have to go back. Travis will say something like, "Oh, my dad was a professor of witchcraft," or something like that. You know, like you said in MyStreet. This is MyStreet. Sorry, in Phoenix High. But it seems weird to that's like her first memory of Travis, particularly when approaching his father.
You can call me Terry for short.
I wasn't even aware that Travis was here. I must have missed the memo or something.
You weren't aware that Travis was here, but yet you directed an incinerating spell towards somebody, saying the words, "I know that's you, Travis."
I don't know. Maybe she's used to people named Travis. Yeah, I know there are so many plot holes here. Delicious. Give me that hole.
Yes.
The holes in the plot.
Lucinda, just because you're canonically the prettiest character in the show doesn't mean you have to be dumb as well.
Well, it didn't sound like you knew you were all
That's
here
okay.
either. I mean,
Houston
I
is
did
not
bring
dummy.
Travis here on short notice after all. I was planning on coming here alone and probably should have given him a warning ahead of time.
He is giving off an odd aura.
Oh, wait. Maybe she's thought of that scene because that's the last time she's seen Travis. If she wasn't aware that he was here, then I guess no one told her, first of all. But I also guess maybe they didn't speak until after she went on her camping trip, and that's the last time that they saw each other.
Maybe? Who knows?
Something seemed off. Almost very similar to Travis. The way he started the book back in my study. I'm not sure what to think of this guy, but the fact that he's Travis's father has me concerned.
Hello? Ma'am?
Oh, so sorry.
Mind if I ask your name?
It's Lucinda.
What a beautiful name. I also see you're a witch, and your powers quite impressive, too. The very fact that you launched such a blast at me, that should have taken me out. But you controlled it like a champ.
I am very good at witchcraft. I've been practicing since
I do it in my sleep.
I was 3.
3?
Actually, no, she was
Wow.
sunbathing.
Most kids can't even begin until they're 7. That is impressive. I'd love to talk more about you, but I was wondering, have you seen Aaron around?
Aaron? Why is he looking for Aaron?
Yeah, and also, why is he looking for Aaron and about to ask a random person that he just didn't know? Oh wait, no, he was approaching the house. Okay, that's fine. That makes more sense.
Does this have something to do with the lodge? Why are you looking for Aaron?
Oh, well, you see, he and Aphmau were at my place the other day, and she left her bag in what I think was the kitchen. My place is an utter wreck, so it took me a while to find it.
Sorry, they're not here today.
Ah, then they must still be out camping. Wonder what they're up to. Anyway, I'll come back another time.
Is he wearing Crocs?
Maybe.
By the way,
Left his shoes.
I must compliment you again on your use of spells. It has been such a long time since I've seen someone wield them so easily.
Interesting for someone who was a professor of witchcraft. You think you would come across at least 1 or 2 students who were able to match Lucinda's power. Unless Lucinda is just canonically so exceptional in this universe that's that like she's like even special among witches.
Yes, she
You
is
remind me of someone
special.
I
Okay.
used to know.
That was supposed to be a joke. My
That
brand
was
of comedy is
odd.
useless in you.
He's been on this island, and yet I haven't felt his presence. I should have felt it sooner. What's going
Do you feel around for dark presences everywhere you go, Lucinda? That's the first time you've done that ever.
on?
What? I don't know. Maybe
In
she
fact, you
doesn't.
know what? You can't even, Lucinda, you can't even tell when Ivan, your own ex-boyfriend, is around the premises. Why do you think you can predict if someone's going to be around if you've never met them before?
Like, I was about to suggest that maybe she does it passively, but you've just given a good example of why that isn't the case. Actually, a few
Yeah,
good
we're not.
examples of why that isn't the case.
Yeah, we're not operating on Dragon Ball rules here, where you can just sense somebody across the world.
Got me on edge. No, Lucinda. I need to stop and relax. Just remember his face. Maybe I've been in the sun too long.
Remember his face? Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Old, charred, and burnt to a crisp. Granted, easy to identify. Okay, see if like I've told people about this before, but see what you think. You know that shot that tune we just heard, the dun 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 dun, like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that not remind you of the Bow Chicka Wow Wow song from Phineas and Ferb?
No, it doesn't. It's kind of the same tune, but it's playing in a completely different key with different instruments.
Well, yeah, of course. So if it were the same one, it wouldn't be in a non-copyrighted section. I can get that much.
Yeah, even then, it sort of doesn't, because it kind of
Why did
tapers
you
off
stop
into
by
a
this-
different beat at the
It's
end.
it's really just those 4 notes, to be honest. I've been trying to tell people about that to see if they actually recognize it at all. So far, you've come the closest.
Sure.
No reason.
They return camping right after Terry leaves.
You know, you think they'd get
Hello?
home maybe a little later in the day?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I guess that's Aaron down. Wow, who knew it was so easy to knock out an Ultima?
Where on earth have you been, young man?
Mom, Dad, hey!
Don't you mom me. Do you understand how worried we were about you?
We tried calling your phone over and over and over for days.
It's almost like you wanted to be alone. Oh. Derek is just never going to respect Aaron's privacy in his entire life.
Also, didn't Aaron send them a text explaining where he was going? And that he wanted to be alone with Aphmau?
Yes, exactly. But this is Derek, so of course he's not going to respect his son's privacy, ever.
Of course, this is Derek, the worst parent in MyStreet.
Yeah.
He's never going to be reasonable.
Yeah, weirdly enough, I think this is the first time I've seen Derek actually like lay a hand on Aaron directly. Most of the time in Famicom University, he's always seemed like he was just like an in control presence that didn't even need to actually even be around that much in order to actually be intimidating. That's partly why people like this.
That's
yeah,
usually why
this
people
like,
don't
oh,
skip
no.
to the child abuse allegations when talking about Derek.
Well, I mean, he is rich and powerful. Maybe he just covered those up.
Ugh. I mean, we sent the text over to...
That's not the point. Do you know what kind of people are out there on this island? It isn't safe.
Yeah! Wait, what? Really?
It's a form of expression.
No, it's not. You want to talk to Melissa about this before? Don't. Oh, yeah. He doesn't want Rachel to know. He can't tell his wife, but he can tell his daughter.
Okay.
Again, parent of the year.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
what?
I just...
Aaron being the Ultima?
No, he means about Zach and Elizabeth being around.
Wanted to spend time with Aphmau and...
As much as I'd love to talk to you about how you completely ignored your family, we're late for a business meeting.
Business meeting? Now? Here?
Yes.
Also,
Oh wait, I guess Rachel does know. Never mind.
Zach. Wait, they know Zach is on the island? Wasn't wasn't Zach Aaron's physical therapist?
Yes, he was.
Then why are we worried about it now?
Because even
Did
though
Aaron's
because,
own
Ghosty, you
father
see,
not look into who his physical therapist on the island was going to be?
well, you see, Ghosty, even though that was indeed verbally confirmed at the end of season 4, and that Derek was going to be in charge of everyone, of hiring everyone who was going to be under Aaron's care, because he had not under Aaron's care, he was going to be carrying over Aaron because he had a staff already, just in case something like this actually happened. But even despite any of that, apparently, the one person that he didn't supervise was Aaron's physical therapist, who I guess Aaron just sought out himself for some reason. And I guess I would have assumed that Derek would have been funding the people, like, paying them to take care of Aaron. So I guess Aaron just paid Zach out of his own pocket again for no reason when he was trying to save up to get tickets to Starlight in the first place. And probably doesn't want to be spending extra money.
Excuse me, what?
Exactly. It's so stupid. There could have been like any number of excuses to why Zach was his coach. He could have just been like under a disguise or something, under an alias, and we find out later that
we know in MyStreet that people dyeing their hair and passing off as a different identity isn't uncommon. Kawaii-chan.
Wearing different clothes is enough to pass for someone else. Kawaii-chan got called Gareth by somebody when she was wearing his clothes. It's super easy to disguise yourself in this universe, and Zach did nothing.
Business meeting.
But I have something I want to talk to you guys about. Something about
We're
Aphmau.
going!
In any case, Aaron, we're glad you're both safe. Now please, next time, when you're going out alone, let us know where you are.
Rachel! We have to go!
I guess maybe he didn't. I guess maybe he didn't say the location, but he did say the time. I don't know.
Right.
We'll be back later tonight. Don't worry. See you too soon.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I think that it was
Oh, hey, Pretty Plays. Hello. You got back just in time for Aaron being treated like a child, even though he's in his 30s.
romantic you two left alone.
Melissa, come on!
All right, bye!
For once, that was actually the intention. Be romantic.
But I wanted to tell them about us getting...
Oh, it's okay, Aaron. I know. Shh, come here, baby.
She's very calm about this now, and like he's very calm. Can I remind people that this is the exact same emotional predicament that Aaron always found himself in growing up? You know, under the same people. And now it's just being treated like a joke, even though it was like the emotional climax of season 3. It's now just a throwaway thing. It's like, like that. Look at his face.
Aw, don't worry, my big puppy. We'll see them later. Then we can tell them all about our engagement.
I know.
Okay, who just overheard that? Because somebody did.
Hey, come on. You wanna
Yeah, who's behind the shot? We like, okay, fine, whatever. You lovey-dovey. Who's behind the shot?
go tell my mom?
That's right, I forgot about her!
If only I'd be
You
so
forgot my
fortunate.
mom?
I mean, ugh, that's not what I mean!
Just teasing ya. I forget about her sometimes too. Now come on, let's go find her and we can tell her together.
Excuse me?
Is everyone just sunbathing today?
Huh?
Okay, I was gonna say something really stupid right now, but I stopped myself. I was gonna be like, oh hey, everyone's sunbathing today. What is this? Sunday? And then my brain reminded me that Sunday is an actual thing. Oh, God, why?
Oh no, don't worry, my brain does it too. It is.
What is this Sunday?
What is this?
What is this?
Sunday?
I miss Derek punching Aaron as a punishment. That's my favorite part of this video. Why? Why is parental abuse like your favorite part of this video? Remember they treated him like a child. That's why I like that part. You're gonna have a fun time watching Funko University, which they just hinted at, by the way.
Mom, we have something we want to tell
They
you.
also hinted to a marriage that's never going to happen.
True. True. In fact, I still see comments on this video, you know, that were like made 4 years ago, talking about how the how the series could end at the wedding and stuff. And I just mentioned this episode that like having everyone back for the wedding would be a great way to like wrap off all the characters and the show as a whole. I mean, for crying out loud, you could even have Reese cater some pizza or something if you really want. You know, just bring everyone along.
Just have Reese and catering in general.
Yeah, that's fair.
What is it?
We can tell her at the same time. Ready?
Please do it out of sync. Please do it out of sync. Please.
We're engaged!
Ah, close enough.
What?
I asked her to marry me!
No, you didn't!
Yeah, it's almost like you actually told him to do that, Sylvana.
Yes! He did! Look!
Okay, the ring has always been really, really like. I appreciate that you tried to make it ring shaped, and actually like worked on the shading to actually pull that effect off. But God, does it look weird? I'm sorry, but it really does. It's like somebody just like nailed it inside a stump. It doesn't look good. I'm sorry.
God.
It's like, look, here's the ring. He smashed it to my fist.
Like, to be honest, my friends who had a Minecraft wedding did the same thing, like create a ring in they created a 3D model of a ring and inserted it through a CIT.
Okay.
It was really sweet at the time, but since you bring that up, I can't stop thinking about it.
I love how I'm just like able to recontextualize this series for you just so easily.
Oh, snaps! You liked it! You really liked it, so you put a ring on it!
I liked all of it!
I don't know what that
Well, there we go.
means, but oh my gosh,
Wait, what? Hold on. You know what means? I missed that. Go back.
The joke was,
Wait, this went forwards. I scrolled
Yeah,
it back
it
and
did.
it went forwards.
I asked her to marry me!
No, you didn't!
Yes! He did! Look!
yes, the fist ring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, snaps! You liked it! You really liked it, so you put a ring on it!
I liked all of it!
I don't know what
Oh.
that means, but oh my gosh, my
Okay. I am just going to chart that up to the fact that there is a John Legend song that's that covers the topic, you know, all of me loves all of you, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna say that's what that was all about.
You like to say you gotta put a ring on it.
Well, yeah, I know that part, of course. That's just in character with Sylvana. Which, we brought that back. So yeah, great. You know what? I'm gonna leave my drink to Beyonce. That's what I'm doing today.
If I drink to Beyonce, I have no idea how I'm going to do this.
Wait, is it going down your chin? It was going down your chin.
I think it's a
Wow. Well, you know what? That was more successful than the bottle.
Yeah, at least it didn't end up on the floor this time.
Yeah. No, it did not. Okay. Well, moving on to the chat. Nana will have intense flashbacks if she sees Reese bringing pizza to the reception. The incident where she pretty much knocked him out by accident and kept him in a room. That alone does a lot for her flashback. Oh yeah, but actually, to be honest, I think Kawaii-chan would want to make the cake. Quite honestly. Wait a minute, she could team up with Lawrence to make it. The best chef on MyStreet compared to the best sweets preparer person. I don't know. I'm trying to say different
look,
levels of
if
chef.
it isn't that character we forgot all about, except that one time.
Well, again, the idea of the wedding would have been if everyone had actually been invited back, into so you'd have to show all of them in some capacity. I mean, even Caleb, the teleporting ninja baby, would have to come back at some point. And yes, if anyone missed that, I did say Caleb, the teleporting ninja baby. MyStreet is weird.
Caleb, the teleporting ninja baby, be like 3 now?
Okay, so he's a teleporting toddler now. Fine, whatever.
Oh no, Mom! Don't cry! I'll still be your baby girl!
No, that's not it!
I mean, yeah. We go through some faculty university immediately afterwards.
This means I have to lose weight to look good for the wedding pictures!
And this is why you didn't get the leave I drink today, Sylvana. Beyonce did. I will clarify that.
Oh, don't worry.
Thinking of herself when
it's not funny. Look, I have to look good.
Like I was about to say, don't worry about losing weight, honey. You won't exist by the end of the next season.
Well, I mean, you won't exist, but then you will resume existing afterwards, if that makes sense.
I'm here.
No, I meant
I'm going to be proud.
Why does she hugs Aaron first? What? What?
Proud to call you my son.
Yes, even though I strong-armed you into making that happen faster.
He was already planning on it. Zana just gave them a. Oh, she has her.
Yeah, she gave him a gentle nudge, just like, hey, now that you've just got back together with my daughter, you better be proposing soon.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that.
If you want to the bridge, you gotta bring out all the references. It's got to be like Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, where every solid thing that doesn't make sense gets commented on.
Well, one down.
Do you think your mom's gonna be able to keep it a secret?
I think so. We made it pretty clear to her that we wanted to tell everyone personally, so I think she'll respect that.
But you're gonna have to hide the ring if you want to do a special announcement for everyone.
Oh, I know. I just turn the band around when we're around other people. That way I hide the gem and it just looks like I have a gold band. Trust me, this is much easier to hide than
you
my
have a gold hand, Aphmau.
ears.
Had a moment to relax?
Wait,
Oh,
hold
I
on.
can't help it.
Yeah.
She walked in the room with her ears and tail out, and then hit them?
I guess she's gotten better. I mean, she hid them at the camp before. I think she was trying to keep them hidden for as long as possible on that first go.
I know we're alone.
It'll become more natural over time. Are you still self-conscious about them?
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and I can only imagine how bad it's gonna be when everyone finds out.
Hey, look, it's okay. You don't have to worry about your ears being small. Everyone has different sized ears, and they're all beautiful. Insert your personal metaphor here.
At least werewolves have different varieties of ears. Meanwhile, Mifa just have one style, in one uniform style and size of ear.
Hey, that's fair. Yeah. They have a whole different origin. I really want to find out.
Yeah, like we know that Mifas came from a different region, but we know next to nothing about them.
Maybe they were kind of like maybe they evolved alongside humans. Maybe that's. Oh wait, no, because they're classified as the same species, as far as I can tell. Because I'm pretty sure there's been some Mifa and human couplings over the years. I mean, not the least the one that we've been bearing witness to at this point. I'm pretty sure that if any people in the fan base have ever wanted to imagine Zen and Kawaii-chan's babies, I imagine they would want to be fertile themselves and just carry on making next generation fanfics the whole time. I don't know.
Floof's out soon.
Well, in the meantime...
Huh? What's that?
It's dye. Since your tips came out white, I thought maybe adding color would make you happy.
Really?
Really?
I mean, it's mostly like splotchy gray, but yeah, there's bits of white in there.
But I don't know how to dye my hair.
Neither do I, but we can figure it out together.
I actually like the tips of Aphmau's ears being grayish white.
Yeah, okay, fair.
As I pointed out when she got her ears and tails out the first time, the grayish white kind of alludes to her being a portion, a serving size, if you will, of Lady Irene.
I thought you were trying to make a short joke there. It's like, oh no, it's fine. Aphmau's like, serving size, portion.
Oh no, don't worry, we only have confirmation that Lady Irene was already short.
Well, I mean, yes. So she literally just had no hope of growing up any different, but yeah.
Look, it even comes with instructions.
Goddess.
But...
Yeah, actually, yeah, we have... Aaron has called her a fun-sized little potato before. In season 2, he like gives her a piggyback and like when they're going to the pool. It's like, Aaron, no, I'm too heavy. And he goes, a fun-sized little potato like you? No way.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
You want to know what I'm imagining right now? Lady Irene with her posse just walking up to kill the bad guy, all intimidating like, and it's just like a little 5'1" lady.
No. Here's what happens. So we have them like enter through the door, and then we have like a panning shot that like stays at the same like y-axis the whole way through, like goes like Esmond, Enki, blah blah blah, and then just like dips down to Irene and then goes back up again.
It's a joke that Irene is shorter than all the other Survivors.
Oh my word. If we end up doing a bridge series, feel free to get creative with the camera that's, with stuff that's not necessarily there. Because Lord knows I happen with my dumb music videos. Okay. Let me see. We've got a big one this time. Also, about the Derek punching Aaron thing, it's like the only punch that was actually not over the board, like I've treated him in the past. When it happened, I was shocked that it escalated worst. It didn't escalated worst. Okay. That made a mark in my memory. So just by missing, that is what I commented on. By just missing that is what I commented on that. I actually don't like how Derek treated him at all, though. I think I should have conflicted I think I just conflicted my statement earlier. Sorry. Oh, it's fine. I mean, again, the fact that you're so marked in your memory just shows the effect that, physical assault actually has on people. I guess that's somewhat, that connects.
You're the best! You're touching them!
They're gonna be very sensitive to touch.
Yeah. The dermatologist is like, oh wow, you're touching my ears. Like, yes, we're putting dye on your hair. What do you expect to happen? This isn't an anime. Actually, it is. She's called it Minecraft anime many times.
Now you know how it feels.
This is embarrassing.
According to Aphmau's now defunct Twitter.
Go on.
She makes Minecraft anime. She doesn't anymore. Well, sort of.
Well, she declared that on stream one time. So yeah, I guess. Aaron Senpai, you're touching them.
Almost done.
Not like that guy.
And
Construed it all.
there.
Yeah, just slapped. Yeah.
Well, what do you think?
I think you got more purple dye on your own purple outfit than you did on her. Wait, did he dyed her tail as well? He unraveled her tail and dyed that too.
That or he dyed her tail while rolled up.
Maybe just all the dye that he was slapping around just splashed onto the tail.
They look
Weirdly incomplete. It looks like the dye hasn't fully faded in yet, or another layer or something.
I love them!
I'm sorry for getting things a little messy. This was my first time, so I kinda got it all over the place.
It wasn't your
Please, no one watch that without the context. Please, just no one take that line out of context. Ever.
fault. I was the one who wasn't holding still.
Please stop.
We might need to get new clothes.
An excuse to go shopping? I'm there!
New season outfits?
Wait! Your ears!
And right then, the secret was revealed.
Oh, that would be so funny. It's just... it pans over to the stairs, and, someone is standing there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really thought there was going to be somebody, out of shots. I thought it was going to be Kawaii-chan just heard, engaged when they were at the door. Then again, I guess Kawaii-chan's dealing with her own thing right now.
Yeah.
Who knows?
We can't have We can't have Kawaii-chan in two places at once, can we? We can't have Kawaii-chan doing multiple things.
We'll just replace Kawaii-chan with Kim, because Kim hasn't been in any episodes for a while now.
No, she hasn't. It's suspicious. Ghost, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm. They may have natural white tail just for the dye. I guess we can say the same for the ears eventually, as appropriate for the story. Then again, I've been there with people in the past that have that have tried to cut down on visual details that I put into scripts.
I know.
Even though they usually put them in with a purpose. A lot of the time people think that I mean putting in super comic stuff or I'm trying to show off or something, but no. Usually I have a reason for doing things. I've had to Sorry.
No, you continue, please. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've had to cut lines out and stuff in the past if people have missed out on things just to try and make it make sense. So yeah, statements are important.
Yeah. Also, Andromeda, I like to say the white ears and tip, the white ears and tail thing, because it is a unintentional parallel. Sometimes unintentional parallels can be pointed out and be like, hey, this is a thing that's happening, but it could also be this. Story possibility.
Yeah, very true. All right. Well, as for that episode, it was okay. I mean, I think what really stands out to me in this one I haven't mentioned so far actually is just how like hugely affectionate, like more affectionate than usual, Aphmau and Aaron are to each other. Particularly Aphmau because he was like, "Oh, my little puppy," and blah blah blah. That's that stuff. I reckon that two things are at play here. One, in universe, we have her obviously riding the high of just getting engaged and everything that's going on there, and I guess the moments of happiness that she's had after being in pain for the past, I guess, what was it, 3 days beforehand, something like that. So that's at play. And I'm trying to keep positive. Well, Derek is being Derek again and such. But out of universe, the other thing that's happening is that we, the audience, are also riding the high of our being engaged, and that's and that's really why they're playing up. Oh, suddenly you're invested in Aphmau again. After all the traveling and Zane-chan stuff episodes we put on so far. Well, guess what? Now we're gonna have more of that, more of Aphmau and Aaron being the cute people that you've known them to be thus far. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. You get the point.
You want a relationship that doesn't have drama right now? Here you go.
Yeah, just at the moment, mind you. They'll go right back to having something going on eventually.
And then they'll go to having nothing going on. Because the series has been cancelled.
I thought you were gonna be like, oh, because Aaron got taken away and stuff again. It's like practically like every 2 seasons now, Aaron gets taken away.
I'm not petty in the slightest, not at all.
I mean, yeah, that's it's definitely a thing.
I'm still petty. We might never get a kid in the season 7.
Well, I tell you what, if we do MyStreet at Bridge, we can just like carry the season on or something. Do what the people did before, just build it from the ground up, eventually, and be like, oh hey, look at that! It all got solved, and there's a wedding now. No, I'm kidding. We wouldn't do it like that.
Yeah, but a wedding would be a good way to wrap up the series. Other than the end of the world.
Yeah, like which actually they also did hint about that. I always imagined the series would end possibly after an 8th season, because I thought to myself they'll probably want to go back to something more lighthearted right now. In the meantime, maybe like The Search for Shu or something. That was my personal title for season 7. If they were to for some reason ask me, but then after that, but while that's going on, obviously Zach and Elizabeth are building up their retaliation and the end of the world that they actually promised in season 6. Meaning that we have something else going on, some sort of other plot for something to become back, whether when the darkness kicks in once again in A Happy Meal season 8. That's what I thought we would have ended up with as a conclusion to MyStreet. But yeah, who knows? Then of course, they solve that. They solve the end of the world somehow, and then the wedding happens. Though who knows? Maybe the creators had something else in mind entirely. That was going to be the ending, even because of course that's what everyone's expecting. Like I said about the whole Zane and Kawaii Zane, Kawaii and Gara situation, that played out exactly as expected, but still turned out pretty good. So who knows? Maybe sometimes the predictable isn't so bad. But yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah, the positive boy paradox. My theory is that, yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I know very well about your theory. I know very well.
Okay, I think we just found the third piece of Irene's broken soul.
What?
That just raised the question because it's implied that Mod World Aphmau, Void Paradox Aphmau might be the other piece of Irene's broken soul. But does the original Diaries of Aphmau also count, or was that just, I guess, she would count, because I guess unless there was like another one that had to reform. I never thought about that way before until right now. Probably not.
Like, probably not. I think it is implied that the original Diaries of Aphmau is just Irene. But the again version.
Yeah, but of course the version of Irene that appears in MyStreet has to be another piece. Otherwise she wouldn't sustain herself, and just didn't have a soul. So yeah, I suppose not. Never mind then. Also, interesting to see like how season 6 plays out when we actually don't explain what void burns are in the series. You know what? We'll get to that when we get to it. We haven't even got to Falcon University yet, which again, nice that they're actually hinting at it now. And it does seem like that something implies they just thought of it around this time, and they were like, "Hey, let's do a college thing." And then they're like, "Okay, we got a hint about it in the series, so it doesn't seem like it comes out of nowhere. All right, let's put it here." I can't confirm or deny that, but it's a possibility.
You see, before this point, I assumed that Aphmau didn't go to college.
I mean, whether she did or didn't. Oh, you mean Aphmau the character?
Yes, Aphmau the character. Because college has never been mentioned before, to my memory.
So have you not seen FCU then?
No, I've seen Falcon Claw University, but before this point in the series, when I was watching it when I was younger, I assumed that, Aphmau the character just didn't go to college.
Yeah, I see.
Because, you have that timeline, right, for Aphmau?
I mean, well, yes, I do have a timeline for I guess a watch order of Aphmau that does somewhat follow the chronology of the series, but yeah, don't take that with a grain of salt because it was made in 2017, even before Void Paradox came out. So yeah, never mind that.
Salt of grain of salt.
What?
Salt of... I just said salt of grain of salt.
Take that with a salt of grain. What is this, Sunday?
What is this, Sunday? What is this, Sunday?
I just have an image of Will Smith in Suicide Squad just going, "What is this? Some kind of Sunday?" Something like that.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What day did the murder transpire?
Too bad it's Sunday. This stream would have had more viewers tomorrow.
Yeah, it would. But Aphmau logic.
I suppose. Yeah, I used to really pay attention to the fact that most of my streams land on a Tuesday back in the day. I guess that was because Aphmau was trying to upload on weekends, I think. Again, not a clue really. Okay, let's see. So yeah, anyway, but like I was saying, episode good. We like episode. It was, yeah. Even Sylvana wasn't as obnoxious this time. She was like Diet Sylvana, which is good because we like Diet Sylvana for actual scenes where she's supposed to be a decent person. All right, let's see. That only leaves one question, of course, which is when is the next episode going to come out? And that would be... Oh, good lord. Okay. Right, so... next episode is on the 13th. Okay. Fine. And it's called Lucinda Breaks In. So I guess she suspects Terry so much that she is prepared to commit a felony just to investigate him. Imagine presenting that evidence to a judge. It's like, he had a dark aura. I should have sensed him. And so I broke into his house and, like, I don't know, something like that. Incidentally, if anyone has seen Man vs. Bee by Rowan Atkinson, that's another interesting one because he just gets up in the first. His character's being like tried in the first scene, so like not really a spoiler. He gets tried in the first scene for the events that occur in the rest of the series, and he just gets up and he just goes, "I am so deeply sorry. There was this bee," and then the series starts.
God.
Yeah. Okay. If they do bring back MyStreet, I imagine Void Paradox will be back as well. You know what? I'd love to see that because it actually means that we can confirm or deny whether or not Reese and Marsh are the same Reese and Marsh that actually got so I got a message from Monet actually. She doesn't know we're engaged. Ooh. No, but if Reese and Marsh are the same Reese and Marsh from the actual mod world, because Garth does say he's a prince from another dimension, so it could very well just be the same dimension and the same person rather than, a reincarnation of some sort. I don't know. Either way, it would be nice to investigate that, because actually that would mean, I guess that would mean that they've come across an Aphmau before and just never thought to mention it when they actually met the other version of Aphmau. Maybe, I don't know. I need to watch. I need to watch Mod World. That's what I was trying to say. Why is words just so difficult today?
Words are hard.
Oh, right, because I'm engaged now.
You're engaged. Congratulations, Jacob. I didn't know you were engaged.
No, big reveal. Oh. Oh my word. Okay. I just realized people watching the archive, I guess, as long as they don't skip the first bit, I imagine if people are watching when they missed the premiere, they might just like skip ahead when I actually start wrapping the episode. If I suddenly start talking about that, they're gonna not realize it's a reference to the intro of the video.
God.
I'm gonna look forward to that, I suppose. Anyway, I will also look forward to the next episode.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine that people are going to react to me trying to Levi drink out of a can.
Oh yeah.
I'm calling it now. Someone's gonna clip that and make it into a GIF.
I expect at least 10 likes on that video when it comes on this video when it comes out on YouTube. I know. Yeah, can you like stuff on Twitch? I forget. It doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, YouTube's the important one. Twitch sucks. Anyways, let's leave it at that before I get in trouble for saying that on Twitch itself. And see you next episode for Lucinda Breaks In on the 13th. Same time, same place, 5 years later. Until then, please leave a like if you're capable of doing so at the moment, or dislike because your opinion matters on the YouTube side of things, and subscribe to us already. And also subscribe to Ghosty. I will now answer the question that Monet asked me, which has got nothing to do with this video. She just asked what mic it was, even though I'm using the same one. Anyway, whatever. On that note, until next time, farewell.
Farewell!